welcome back. Sharon with Serena. Today, I have a dying question about our planet. So I invite Tanya, an environmental scientist, to answer some of the questions. No further ado, let me meet Tanya.
Hi, everybody. I'm Tanya, and I'm glad to join you on this beautiful day.
Yes, it's a gorgeous day to be outside and have you as one of my guests. So, what compels you to be an environmental scientist?
I didn't even know I wanted to be an environmental scientist. Years ago, I used to sit on my grandmother's lap when I was like 3 and 4, and she would read the Bible, Genesis, and about Noah and Noah's Ark. And she would tell me, say the animals were saved. And I would say, Grandma, I'm going to save the animals. And I'd say, I'm going to save the world. And she'd just pat me on my head and say, okay, sweetheart. Yeah, that's really nice. And everyone told me to do that. To save animals, I need to be a veterinarian. So I went on a journey to be a veterinarian. But when I went to college to actually do that, I realized there was a whole lot of different careers I could have. And so I went and became a conservation biologist. UCR, yes! And that's when I went and took that path. It wasn't the environmental scientist path at the time. It was just conservation biology to protect endangered species. And that's how my career flourished from doing that.
So you discovered by accident.
By accident.
Wonderful thing by accident.
Looking back, I don't know that they're accidents. There's some path I don't know about.
Is that so? Well, tell me something that is true that nobody agrees with you.
One of the things in environmental science that people think is the truth, and that's climate change. And they believe that we're on a path of destruction for the earth. And guess what? I don't believe that. I believe that it is just as humans, we don't fix any problem until we actually see the problem. So I believe that climate change can be changed. We're just noticing what the issues are, and then we just need to address them. And other people tell me that I'm just Pollyanna and it's just there, but it really is. We are a wonderful species as human beings, and we can change it. We can fix it. And even the science shows that. It says we're not doomed right now. If we fix the problem now, we've got years to go, and we can really save this planet.
I definitely agree with you. When I first met you, I overheard your conversation with another woman. It is a strange question, but from 1 to 10, tell me how weird you are.
Well, depends on how you judge weird. But if you think a normal person watches television, is upset about everything in life and wants the news and all that, I'm kind of weird. I would say I'm probably an 8. I'm very happy all the time, even in situations where people think I shouldn't be happy. I'm not one to watch TV. I've never seen Survivor or The Bachelor or Bachelorette. I'm not really sure. Those different shows, I don't even know. So people call me weird because of that. But really, I'm just out enjoying life.
Well, life is so weird. Anyhow, how do you balance being a mom, a woman, and have your own business?
I have lived the laptop lifestyle for so long. You know that lifestyle where you take the laptop they say you take the laptop to the beach? That's the lifestyle I wanted to live. It allowed me as a single mom to raise my son and be an active part of his life. It also allowed me to build a career I loved in environmental science and to be outdoors and become the expert. It also allowed me to go to every single one of his home games while still being able to get the money to buy the house and the cars. And I thought I had balanced it all out. But do you know, sometimes when you think you've balanced things, you're really not. And you know what you're really doing? We're burning the candle at both ends. Do you know what happens when you burn the candle at both ends? Poof! Beep, 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 beep. I opened my eyes and all I saw were lights. And there was something in my throat and I couldn't even breathe. I didn't even know where I was. And I would come to find out that I had been in a hospital, in and out of hospital for a month. A month of my life I don't remember. But I would come to find out, the doctors would tell me that I had no cancer, no bacterial infections, no viruses. What they diagnosed me as is, well, medically, they said there was no medical reason, but they diagnosed me with burnout. They said the lifestyle I love, that lifestyle that everybody wants, that calls balanced, was actually killing me. And as a scientist, as someone who, a environmental scientist, I figure out how living creatures thrive in their environment. And yet I wasn't doing it for myself. So I decided to change. I was 300 pounds at the time. And I decided, how could I thrive in it? And I went back to nature. And I went back to science. And guess what? I am now living wonderfully and just flowing with life. And that's how you balance it. There is no balance, really. It's all about flow. It's about that enjoyment of life. It's about time flowing in and out, not looking at the clock. I don't wake up with an alarm clock. I just get up. And my body naturally gets up because I use my brain and my body and my beliefs to get me up out of bed. Because I believe every day is a gift. And my brain, I changed the way I thought of things. And I started focusing in on my family and saying that what I love, they love too. So going outside was natural. Being in the environment is natural. And when I went back to science, I really realized natural productivity. And what I mean by that is using your brain and body in the ways that it is part of the environment, breathing, drinking your water, getting fresh nutrients from the ground, from the soil, is how we live a great life, is how we thrive. And that's why I teach women that now.
That is an incredible concept. Born in Vietnam, we recycle everything. And now I'm still kinda like that. I recycle plastic bags, forks, plates, even water. Do you think it's necessary to recycle?
First of all, congratulations that you recycle. That is a good thing. It is good. It is good to recycle. Anything we can do to help the environment how it is now is wonderful. However, I think we need a better system than recycling, especially for plastic bottles and for things that we are sending to other countries, and they are having dirty water. They're having problems with all that trash. We need to figure out new ways. But as humans, we can do that. But while we're figuring that out, we need to recycle. We need to do that stuff. But what I believe is that we actually need things that break down, or laws that make it so you don't use too many straws, and really figure out how we can improve our environment and live in it naturally.
What other suggestion you can give us to improve our environment?
I think there's many, many different ways we're going to improve our environment, and there's many minds out there that are thinking about it. But for me personally, the reason that I am so passionate about helping women and the environment is I think that we need to become one with our environment. We need to remember that we are not separate from the environment. Those trees, we need them. We need soil. We need water. We can't make it ourselves. And the best way to do that, the best way, is for you to believe in yourself. Because everything you offer the world is important. There are no throwaway people. We need every single person in this world, their minds, their crafts, from the artist to the person that can pour concrete the best, to all of it, everything. We need everyone to be themselves and understand they're part of the environment and that we don't have another place to go. This is it. And if we want the future, our future children and grandchildren to really thrive, we have to learn how to thrive ourselves right now.
You have a business.
Yes.
Can you tell me a little bit about your business?
Well, I'm an environmental scientist, and I still do consulting for that, for solar projects, renewable energy. But I also work with women, particularly work-from-home moms, teach them how to be more productive in a day and how to really flow with life and use our natural systems to do that, the environment. Example, when we work from home, we don't think about it that we have to keep going through the day and get everything done. I need so much to get done. I got to do the dishes, and I've got to do my business, and I've got to do that. And we put that all in our heads instead of compartmentalizing it and saying, we transition. How do we breathe? We forget to breathe. Breathe in some air so you don't get that headache of everything on your to-do list. Drinking water at the right times. If we manage, and it only takes about 5 minutes at a time, if we can manage our brains with our bodies, our hearts, our cells, all of that at the same time, and really find that natural energy you have during the day and get into that flow state, that state where you just lose track of time, and you do that more and more, you become so efficient and effective. And that's what I teach women how to do. How to take their families first, put their families first, and build their lives and businesses around their families, instead of how society has told us that you have to go to work and try to fit our families into the rest of our time in our life. No, family, the earth, environment, that is our lives. That's why we're here. We should enjoy it more.
I'm so thankful for you being here with your wisdom and answer some of my questions. See you next time.
Bye.